Hi everyone, welcome to episode 176. Today it's going to be a slightly different episode. I want advice from you. I've just become a grandmother 2 weeks ago. You can see from the grin, I'm really happy about it. He's perfect and wonderful and I love him to bits, but I thought I would ask you because a lot of you are already grandparents. What is your best advice for me about being a successful grandmother? Not advice to give to my daughter. She seems to have it well in hand. And, I think one of the things I'm going to have to learn as a grandmother is where the line is between giving advice that's wanted and giving advice that falls into the category of interfering. Maybe you can help me with that. Anyway, the world is such a different place from when I was raising my children. The internet, it was there. It wasn't a big deal. I had the computer in the living room, so I pretty much always had a handle on what they were doing. Now, of course, the kids all have smartphones, and they seem to be getting them at an earlier and earlier age. Not up to the grandparents to decide when the smartphones are handed out. That's up to the parents. I get that. But as a grandmother, how do you engage with kids around their use of the internet and the things they might be hearing and seeing? Again, largely parenting, but there may be some things that they don't tell their parents quite the same way. Maybe grandparents can be more of a confidant. I don't know. What did you do? Did you have favorite books that you read, favorite games that you played with them at different ages? At 2 weeks old, my grandson's job is to sleep, eat, poop, and be cute. He's got it nailed. He's doing all of those things spectacularly, and I am absolutely loving watching all of this. It's really interesting watching your child grow up and be a parent. Kind of brings tears to my eyes when I think of that, I also used to talk to my grandson through her belly when my daughter was pregnant, and I swear he recognized my voice. He recognized his mother and father's voices as well, and my daughter does agree with me that he recognized my voice, so I was really kind of tickled about that. But anyway, moving forward, at different stages, I'd like to hear from you about your tips and tricks for dealing with your grandchildren. The games, the books, the conversations. Is it a different kind of listening? How do you help them so that you don't interfere with what their parents are doing? Because I'm sure there are things that our children take away from our parenting that are good and they want to use, things they'd probably like to tweak a little, and some things that they just thought were not what they want to do, not things they want to repeat with their children. I'll try not to get insulted. But how did you deal with all of that? How did you deal with respecting the limits of their parents while still being a really good, engaged grandparent? I want all your advice, every bit of it that you can give me. Put it in the comments below and let's have a really good conversation about grandparenting and how you do it in this day and age. Until next week then. Let's talk about it and take care of yourselves. Bye.